need a heart transplant and very soon. So, yeah, I don't know what else you can say about our team.
No, I hear you. With Man United, the issues are very, very deep, bro. And for me, the only thing I'll push back with is, bro, with the Glaziers, like you're saying, Sir Alex was able to overcome that. So is that a thing of he was a once-in-a-type generation manager, similar level to more Pep? Or is a thing of the Glaziers
can never compare Sir Alex no Pep. Our withdraw.
I can't withdraw because I said Pep is one of the greatest managers of this generation.
But you can't compare to Sir Alex. So,
okay, let me be objective, and I can't.
Sir Alex took Man United from fighting relegation to winning 20 Premier Leagues.
I can't believe I'm about to argue for Barcelona and Man City. Someone flip and give me, I don't know, something.
Bro, okay, whoa. Give Man United management or exco efana njenge Man City. Uzawubona umhlobo.
Yes.
We will be like a Real Madrid engasukumi phansi.
Yes, I agree.
Kodwa re-withdraw le Pep. What?
Ngani withdraw. Into engizoyisho, boy. Welcome to Balls and Banter, Season 5, Episode 1. The boys are back once again. And I am joined with an esteemed guest, one of the boys from back in the day at Rez. I am joined by Bakang Diphoko. That's how you pronounce it, I guess.
Yeah.
Ha! James, I'm on now, bro. With the suit. What's going on, bro?
Easy, how's the brother?
Yeah, it's been good, boy. Happy 2026. Welcome to the year. So, James, as you can see, the boy is wearing his Spova gang against Izagama Kebula. We're going to be discussing everything football. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a nice setup going on, and without wasting any more time, dog, I think the best place to start it is at Afcon 2025 that was happening in Morocco, bro. Start off high level, Senegal won, Morocco lost the final. What's the one thing you can take away from the tournament before we dive deep into it?
Hey, bro, these North Africans, I'm just not happy with the antics.
I agree.
The things they do on the pitch, the things they do off the pitch, I'm not happy. I've been getting glimpses of those antics through when I watched the CAF Champions League, but yeah, bro, seeing the national teams do it then became...
Bro, if I can say something about that, like for me, it's always been a thing of I've never enjoyed, and especially like as a Pirates fan, like when you watch the games against an Esperance and Al Ahly, all those countries in Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt, bro, it doesn't seem it's ever fair. It's always, like you say, it's the antics, it's the coaches, it's the lasers, it's the hostility that goes above and beyond just sports and football where you can enjoy it. But
Yeah.
it's too much, and it becomes like a problem where it's like, what's actually going on? Aren't we all on the African continent? And we'll dive deeper into that. But it's not enjoyable, and it gives me a bit of a cringe on my side.
Yeah. No, most deaf, bro, because they even do it away, not just when they're playing at home.
Yep.
I remember in the last CAF campaign, after Pirates beat a team from North Africa at Orlando, they started fighting the Pirates guys. So they even do it away. So imagine how it gets when they at their home ground now.
What team played against Sundowns where there was actually the Stampede, bro? I don't know if it was Esperance. I stand to be corrected, but it was a North African team where they played at Sundowns, and there was a big ass fight, bro. That side, and it's just like what you're saying, where it's doesn't matter that it's at home, doesn't matter that it's away. It's the same BS.
Same thing.
But yeah, that's just a little bit of a TED Talk and event, guys. Just in terms of AFCON, bro, Sadio Mane, the king of Africa. I'll give him props. I won't even lie, dog. I think that guy showed his caliber not just only as a top quality player, as a leader of men. And for me, bro, one of the greatest African players I've ever seen with my own eyes, but just in history.
Yeah, no, some guys will argue that they're the likes of George Weah, they're the first African to win
Ballon d'Or.
but we've never seen the guy play.
Didn't watch him.
So, it's arguably Mane, the Salah. So, but
Hey, I've got my own opinions on that guy, but continue.
But yeah, no, what a way to, because it was his last Afcon, so what a way to end off your...
But do you think it's his last one, bro? Because there's 2027 on it.
I'm pretty sure it's his last one. he wants to end off at the World Cup. So did they even qualify? Yeah, they did.
They did qualify.
Yeah.
They've got the toughest group, bro.
Yeah. So what a way to end off the African footballing journey. Yeah, man.
No, I hear you. So final, Senegal won 1-0 against Morocco. My third place was, no, Egypt was fourth place. Who was third place again?
Nigeria.
Oh, Jollof Boys.
Yeah, no. They had a good campaign.
They did. I honestly thought they were going to win it, but considering how many goals they actually scored in the entire tournament, I think they scored the most goals in the tournament, if not Morocco. And just the style of play. But I think for Nigeria as well, it was a thing of needing to make up for the fact that they didn't qualify for the World Cup, which is still shocking, to be honest.
Bro, yeah, no. I feel like they had a good start to the tournament. They won all 3 group stages, the group stage matches. And then, but they were playing attacking football then. And then when they got to the knockouts, they started becoming a bit conservative. So if you check the match against Morocco, they were not as offensive as we saw them in the group stages. So, but it's all in the mind.
So I actually want to ask as a football player, because gents, if you didn't know this, I was a rugby player. I was not a football player, but that's another conversation. Dog, for me, like in sports, it was taught that you actually stick, whatever the game, bro, whatever the situation, maybe you fine-tune certain things, but you don't change your style of play for any opponent, bro. You fine-tune and work on whatever works for you and what is your strong point, bro. So I don't know if in Diski there's like a certain way that you guys actually train for, come for finals, knockout games, and that kind of stuff, which seems a little bit conservative. Can you just enlighten us on that?
Some coaches tend to overthink things when we get to such stages. But the aim is to just stick to the principle, bro. Like stick to what you know. There'll be like a few adjustments here and there, but stick to the principle. So I think Nigeria didn't do that. They became a bit defensive, and yeah. But even with Morocco, both teams are conservative, bro. Once you get to those stages, maybe
I feel like Morocco felt like they went into their shell too much, bro. Like even Brahim Diaz, like when he was playing in the group stages, he looked like the second coming of JJ Okocha, dog.
Yeah, I know he was on fire.
Nah, he was heat, bro. I thought he was going to win player of the tournament, I won't even lie. But the fact that Mane actually, obviously Senegal won, it made sense. But I was like, hey man, this is my Madrid boy. He can play like this.
Yeah, but on my side, personally, I disagree. I don't think that Mane deserved that accolade. Yes, he won it, but nah, bruh.
But
you have to consider the group stage performance.
Yeah.
So for me, he didn't show up for Senegal. Even Hakimi made the best 11 of the tournament.
Yeah, and
he hardly played in the group stage.
Yeah, he played like the last match for match fitness or something.
Exactly. So sometimes these things, I don't know, but I feel like your European profile or the profile of the player says a lot.
That's 100%. I agree with that.
For me, Diaz should have taken it.
I tend to agree. I want to argue with that one, but I tend to agree just in terms of how he played, how influential he was for Morocco, and considering big boy Hakimi is not there for majority of the tournament.
Exactly.
The load he bear, but the load he was actually carrying for Morocco was actually pretty impressive, and considering like where he is on the pecking order for Real Madrid.
For Real Madrid, yeah. To have so much confidence.
Exactly.
He was playing like he starts week in, week out for Madrid. That time it doesn't even start.
So I want to say something. So like obviously we'll get into the antics of what happened in the final. Let's look at the tournament as a whole. Because what they were saying was this will potentially the best Afcon tournament in history. Especially considering the resources, but Patrice is doing for Africa in terms of money, investing, and all those things. Do you think the tournament as a whole lived up to the expectations? Was it a good tournament? Out of 10, what's your rating? What's your feel on the tournament?
I'd give it a good 7.
Okay. It's a little bit low.
So, where did we host the last edition? It was in Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
So the infrastructure in Ivory Coast compared to the infrastructure in Morocco, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So Morocco a bit on the upper side of things, so that made things easier, logistics and everything. So in Ivory Coast, sometimes you had to travel by bus. It would be a whole 4-hour ride. So such things, they contribute to a tournament success. You understand?
Yeah.
The logistics side of things. So for me, that's the one thing that stood out for me. Yes, there were a bit of complaints here and there. I know that Madala, Hugo Broos, had a few complaints. Apparently they were placed far from where they trained or something like that. But it's a CAF thing. So I think CAF had to And some people are saying that the team manager had to do something with regards to that.
That-
That's the same guy that almost drank us. By the
Yes, I was about to say, but I don't even remember his name, Brian. I'm just like, Nzeki. I think it's Nzeki or something like that. But yeah, I think there'll always be complaints. But I think when it comes to African football, right, it's always a thing. And I think, unfortunately, it's very important in African football because you look at how, especially, like, let's look at how Bafana, especially when they play in Joburg. All the countries that come through are going to stay somewhere there in Sandton by Michelangelo vibe. Soft life, dog. You drive to Nazareth in the evening, you've got a roadblock. It probably takes you 30 minutes. You've had the best food and all of that. I think only now, when we played Nigeria there by Free State, dog, when they were complaining and they were like, why are we playing on such a pitch? Hey, we could have played here. And we were like, no, guys, screw this. We've had enough of hosting you guys and showing you guys this beautiful life. Hey, Baba, when you come here, it needs to be hostile. But I think there needs to be a balance because you can't be hosting these guests where it's unpleasurable and you can't even enjoy, you can't even train, like you're not at your optimum level. At the end of the day, this is football. We want to see who's the best over here. We want it to be decided there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just do want to get into the final. So obviously, Senegal, goal, denied just before full time. Then obvious comes the penalty. Did you say the penalty, was it in extra time or was it?
Before extra time.
Before extra time. Penalty comes, game stops, done. Delay for about 15 minutes. Senegal is saying, no, we're not going to play this match.
Players went to the change rooms.
Dog, right to the change rooms. Mane talks to that other coach, I forgot his name, but then obviously convinces his players to come back. Edward Mendy, saved the Panenka, dog. That was actually kind of crazy. But that's one of the worst Panenkas I've ever seen, by the way. One of the worst, dog.
Why are you saying that is the worst, right?
No, dog.
It's a Panenka, I mean.
Bro, look at... And I just remembered right now. I just remember two Panenkas. Benz's Panenka against City in the Champions League. Yeah. They said, ice in his veins. He's made it 4-2, dog. I still remember the comment. Yeah. That was a clean Panenka. And his setup and everything just looked like he was going to go to one of the sides. Zizou's Panenka in a World Cup final, 2006. Bamko. Those are Panenkas. Brahim Diaz's one was over here, dog. Like it seemed like, bro, he had too much time in terms of, do I go right hard, left low hard, top burns, Panenka straight, whatever. It seemed like he had too much time, dog. And when he took that Panenka, it's like he couldn't believe that he missed it, dog. Yeah. And Mendy was even ready to dive if you look at it.
Yeah.
Then he was like, wait a second, this thing is right here. That's how slow it was.
So, for me, the moment you decided you doing a Panenka, the very same moment when you decided doing that, the risk already is there.
Yeah.
That's not the best way to take a penalty. Fair. So the moment you decided I'm doing this, then that's when you like, I'm taking the risk on. But it shows that a player has confidence. I mean, trying that.
Is it though, bro? Because you're shooting it down the middle, bro. It's the safest option. If for me, you've got confidence for real, bro. You saying corners, side nets. I don't care even if you dive, dog. It's in the corners. Yeah. That's confidence for me, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So for me, it was the wrong choice of penalty.
Yeah.
And also, I just think, the delay and everything, like, it does impact a player, especially in a moment like that, dog. You're in your host country. Yeah. You haven't won Afcon in God knows how long, bro. You just come from the World Cup, making it to the semi-finals, so all the expectations are here. That Morocco is now probably going to, if I can say, take over from where Ghana was, if we look at it in 2010.
Yeah.
They're going to take over as the best African country right now. And then now you just say, Panenka, bro.
No, the other thing is that, during the build-up to the final, there were a few complaints from the Senegal camp, similar to what Hugo Broos was complaining about, the logistics side of things. The number of tickets that were issued to the Senegalese supporters and everything. So apparently the number was reduced. Now you see that they were already starting the antics before they started taking towels and stuff and waiting. Yeah. So you can't dry your gloves and all of that. So now it was already sitting at the back of their minds going into the final. So even that thing of walking off the pitch, I'm sure it was fueled by whatever happened during the week. So for me, it's all those things. Even if you check how Morocco got to the final, there were complaints against when they played Cameroon. Apparently, Mbeumo was fouled. It was a clear pen, but it was not given. So people are saying...
North African rhetoric.
Exactly. CAF wants Morocco to win it. They want it to be the perfect edition. At home, they win it.
Okay, these are the conspiracy theories I like.
Exactly,
Because also that little guy from Argentina as well who won the World Cup.
I know, that one. I know ways. If you are saying that it was planned by FIFA, no ways.
What do you mean, bro?
No ways.
Dog, just because they lost to Saudi Arabia in that first game, dog, how that tournament just went was just way too clean for Argentina, dog. There's no flipping chance you guys are telling me FIFA didn't have an agenda to make sure.
Are you telling me that FIFA told Kolomwani to miss that 1v1?
No. Randall Kolomwani will never live down that one-on-one, bro. But the fact that, dog, because at halftime was probably about 2-0 or 2-1, I can't remember. But the fact that Mbappe, with the flu, dog, was like, you see right now, bro, I'm about to play the best game of my life, dog. And I still say to this day, bro, fans should be 2-time champions. But I can't prove it. But the fact that Messi won flipping Copa America finally, won that tournament against Italy, where it's Europe versus South America, and then still rocked FIFA World Cup. Aye, bro.
Okay, so are we going to ignore the fact that Messi and Co, they went to the World Cup final when they lost to what? Germany,
It was Germany, yeah. In 2014 in Brazil.
The momentum was already there. They've gone to the final before.
But bro, how many? That's what? The previous World Cup, he got knocked out by Mbappe when he made Mascherano dance, dog.
Yes, but come on, gents, come on.
Listen, the guy is probably, I actually still can't find it in me to say it on camera, bro, but he's probably top 3 greatest players of all time with Pele and Maradona. I won't put my brother who played for Man United. It's fine. That's a conversation for another day. And it nearly ruined friendships. But bro, nowadays, it's feeling a little bit funky in terms of how football is going. And it's almost like we want certain people to win at certain times and we'll put the conditions so that they win right now. That's all I'm going to say. In terms of greatness of players, we can start that one. It's fine. But that's all I'm saying, bro. So like you're saying, bro, if Morocco didn't win, they wanted Egypt to win, they wanted Algeria to win, they wanted Tunisia to win. Yeah. I think they were so nervous when they saw the semi-finals that it was North Africa versus West Central Africa in terms of Nigeria and Senegal being there, then Egypt and Morocco being there, and they were like, this is a problem right now.
Yeah, most def. So, yeah, I believe that everything that happened during that final, it was fueled by whatever happened in the build-up to the final. So
okay, so Fez, I'm going to read some quick stats over here. So obviously, Senegal won, Morocco runners-up, top scorer 5 goals, Brahim Diaz, player of the tournament, Sadio Mane, best goalkeeper, Yassine Bounou for Morocco, 5 clean sheets, best playmaker, assists, Ademola, Lookman, cooked.
Good run.
And then just, total goals scored, like we were saying, Nigeria, 14 goals. Do you think those are all the right things? I think the biggest one which we disagree, and you can correct me, is who should have won the best player. It's Sadio Mane, and we think it should have been Brahim Diaz, just in terms of how he performed.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Should have been Diaz.
Okay, Fez.
Consistency.
Now, consistency matters, 100%.
He was fire during the group stages. He was fire during the knockout stages. What else must he do?
Nah, just that one flop, but yeah.
The miss.
Brahim, from now on, don't take panenkas. Don't worry, just aim for corners. Got to be a star player, I'm fit.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
This is probably my favorite topic of the day, and I know it's going to trigger the guys behind the camera. Don't worry. So, for me, I say, is Mo Salah the most overrated superstar in Africa, African player? Now, let me land with this. In terms of African superstars, for me, top 3, we've probably got, let me say top 4. We've got Didier Drogba, Samuel Eto'o, we've got Sadio Mane right now.
Yeah.
And I'll even put, actually, let's put George Weah, Ballon d'Or, just for that. I think I'll check George Weah as well. But all the guys I've put right now, won Afcon. Sadio Mane plays for Egypt, which has won the most Afcons in the most African Cup of Nations in history. 6 or 7 rounds.
Senegal?
No, Egypt.
Egypt,
yeah.
Oh, you mean Mo Salah?
Yes, Mo Salah. So I just want to check. Okay, George Weah didn't win it as well by the looks of it. Yeah, doesn't look that way. But those bras that I mentioned, those are probably the top. No, actually, I'm screwed George. I'm gonna put Yaya Toure. That's the guy I watched. Also wanted. So I'm gonna put those guys. Sadio Mane playing for Egypt has never won the pinnacle tournament on the African continent. He's won Champions League. He's won Premier Leagues. I hear you. What he's done for Liverpool FC is crazy. But in terms of when we say African players, iconic status, I actually think he's overrated. And he wasn't even the best player on Liverpool. It was Sadio Mane. Talk to Liverpool fans. They might not like to say it. He'll be Kyle status in terms of the goals and the performances he's delivered. He has haunted my club, Man United. Trust me, I know. But I think just generally, he's probably the most overrated African superstar. Just for me. And the fact that I'm saying superstar, I hope he's not taken out of context. He's a hell of a player. Yeah. But when we say the best of the best, the 1% of the 1%, boss, he must stand up, dog. Drogba, Eto'o, and those gents sit down and they share a fork and knife, dog.
Yeah. I feel like there are a lot of factors you have to consider, bruh. Especially if you mention that the winning of Afcon. Mm-hmm. A weak Al Ahly is going to have an impact on the Egyptian national team. Mm-hmm. And as we've seen, Al Ahly has gotten very, very weak. I remember the Al Ahly of Abu Trika, the one that chowed Pirates in the final. That was a very strong.
Why did you have to say that, dog? Just relax with those chairs.
But I hope you get my point. So there's no one else, bruh. There's Mamouche, but Salah has to carry the whole team here, bruh. Drogba had other guys, Solomon Kalou. And I feel like you're being a bit harsh on Mo Salah, but stats don't lie.
No, that's a problem, bro. We can't be saying stats the whole time when we can see, gents, at some point the eye test needs to matter, dog. You guys as Diski can see when a player is manned and you say, nah, he can do something. And you see him in a game and he's playing, but the stats don't necessarily show, bro.
Yeah, but Salah, bruh, what Salah? Salah doesn't have the flair, but he'll give you the output.
Until he has to fight with his coach there by Liverpool.
Yeah.
Old bald boy from Holland.
Yeah, that one. But I think they've kissed and made up now. So.
Yeah, I saw they won Champions League this week. So I think they're actually allowing him back almost into the club. But it's a crazy thing in terms of how high regard, dog, Mo Salah was held in Liverpool history, dog. He was there with Bo King Kenny Dalglish, dog. He was there with Bo Stevie G, Bo Ian Rush, Robbie Fowler, all those guys, dog. He was held in the same regard. And just before Afcon, bro, it was like, dog, he ruined that entire relationship.
Yeah.
So, like, I want people to understand that these are two separate topics in terms of what I think of Mo Salah in terms of his standing, but also like what happened in terms of at Liverpool. And I think this actually is a nice segment into how football players are now acting almost to force their move out.
Yeah.
So we look at what Mo Salah did before Afcon and they weren't playing him. Obviously now, and it seemed like he was going to go to, and it seemed like he still might go to Qatar at the end of the season. Then you look at what Mark Gueye did for Crystal Palace. He got his transfer now to sit. Hey, Liverpool fans are going through the most. Yes, like, it's tough.
At some point they thought he's coming to Anfield, eh?
I think everyone did, bro. Because that deal was there, bro. Like, the coach said, listen, dog, bro from Crystal Palace, dog. And he was like, listen, if you guys sell Mark Gueye, I'm also vying. Crystal Palace coach. Oliver Glasner. Glasner was like, if you guys sell Mark Gueye and Eze in the same season, dog, I'm also vying.
Yeah.
So you look at how Mark Gueye was acting as a consummate professional, dog, blonde, and now he's getting the move. And it almost like he was going to miss out his move to a big club. I personally think he should have lied to Liverpool, bro. I know as much as City's defense absolutely pongs and stinks, bro. But I think the move to Liverpool
for his career, ne?
Would have been clean, bro. Because Virgil van Dijk has maybe like a year and a half at best on that top level, dog. Who's going to take over from him? Yeah. City, you don't know what's going to happen with Pep. Pep seems like one moment he's out, the next moment the fans love him and say thank you for giving us the treble.
I think he's out of it, man. I don't know, but he's just not in it anymore.
I think it's time for him to vie also, bro. Yeah. And it's a thing of, I think it needs to come from him, just considering what he's done from the club.
He's won it all, so...
Exactly, dog. He's won the Premier League how many times? Like 4 or 5 times?
Yeah. So I think he's not in it anymore, man. He doesn't have that something that fuels him to reach greater heights. So
But yeah, no, I agree. But in terms of like vying back to what we were saying, dog, for me, in terms of African giants, dog, Mo Salah, and I don't think he's actually going to play in another Afcon, bro. That's the problem.
yeah,
I don't think he's held in that regard of the best players, or as they say, the top players. But yeah, dog. Hey, yeah, so gents, you would have seen also on the podcast, you guys have seen a couple of episodes. Bafana, we predicted them vying to, obviously, World Cup. We're still going there. We predicted in terms of AFCON that at worst we'd make semi-finals, bro. And we thought this was the one. Ha! Round of 16, Cameroon, and Brian Burmo and his boys said, hold my beer, dog. I'm going to show you guys flames. Even though Wana says he scored, dog, that was like literally just padding stats,
too late.
bro. It was too late, bro. Bro, for me, for Bafana, I think we started believing our own hype, bro. Like, just to call it flat, straight to the point, but I think we started believing our own hype, and it was a thing of the style of play that it was there, the players were there, and I was saying this off camera, bro. I think just how the build-up for AFCON in terms of that week before, 2 weeks before, in terms of Bruce and in Insizwe Yase Big V, TLP, Mbogazi, dog, that whole setup, I feel like ruined the vibe of camp more than we actually think, bro. Yeah. So just for context, Mbogazi arrived to camp late, and you can correct me if I steer off, but Mbogazi arrived to camp late just after the Carling knockout where Pirates won. Hugo Broos and him had a tiff. Hugo Broos had a conversation, and it had underlying racial connotations. So in South Africa, that is a very, very big thing, especially if you put it very, very blank. White guy, black guy, old white guy, young black guy.
Then he said he's going to come out of the room white, eh?
Yes. Those were his words, literally, direct translation. So, but the context was in terms of, I'm going to instill fear, which is also not great, but hopefully this will come off as a message of discipline to Mbogazi, that he never does this again. And when you're scared, you come off as pale, of course. But in South Africa, you need to be very, very conscious in terms of what you're saying, especially in terms of when it comes to black versus white, because we know our history, but we've come a very, very long way, and we're still seeing these issues. But I honestly think that caused so much chaos for the camp, bro, because in fact, that bro just got a massive transfer. Whatever you think of it, to Chicago Fire, to MLS, that's something else. But he got a big transfer to go overseas now, dog. He's our best center back, dog. And we thinking he's going to be the next big thing. Where do you think it actually went wrong for you? That's my picture of where I think it went wrong actually for our campaign.
For me, I was not happy with the initial squad, the final squad that was announced by Madala.
Who? Ikram Reyners?
I felt like, up top, you can't be only taking 2 strikers, bro. At least if you go into a major tournament, take 3 strikers with 3 different profiles.
So you think Foster and Mahopa weren't enough?
Nah, they were not. Especially checking how they play. If you take 3 strikers with 3 different profiles, then you know that you have you can jump around.
Different styles of football.
Exactly. So Iki being left behind, that is a huge question mark. Even Themba Zwane. I know that he's been...
but wasn't Mshishi injured, dog?
He came back, and then I think first game after coming back, he also limped off. But a player like that, bruh, take a risk with such a player. For me, especially for a number 10 role, that's a very crucial role.
I think that was actually another big thing, bro. I think Sipho Mbule, and I was saying this, bro. Bafana will go as far as Sipho Mbule actually plays for the tournament, dog. Yeah. And it just seemed like it was too much for Mbule and Fate. And I don't know why Hugo Broos never pivoted and played in quarter, because in the World Cup finals, he actually did play in quarter in that 10 channel. Didn't too great, but Fate, do something, dog. Can't keep giving me the same recipe, dog. I can't chow spaghetti and mince every day, dog.
Yes, it's a tough one. For me, I'm always going to vouch for youngsters, ne? But then if you check, we had Tylon Smith, the boy who plays at QPR, centre back. And then there was also Chandra Campbell.
Yeah, Chandra.
It was their first time with the senior national team.
After coming back from winning the Afcon, the junior, what is it?
The under-20. Chandra wasn't even there.
Yo.
So now, yes, I want the boys to get integrated into the national senior team. But it can't happen at the major tournament. Do you understand? It was their first time with the team at a major tournament. For me, it raised a lot of eyebrows on my side because
No, I actually hear you, and we'll continue on this. But what I will say is, bro, like in terms of integration and all of that, I think it definitely needs to be more calculated. You need to understand which players are there, because like you say, like if you're integrating such young players, such a big tournament, Bafana is on the up after finishing third place in the previous Afcon, and then now we're out round of 16. It seems like things are just regressing. But don't worry, we will continue.
Thank you.
All right, guys, welcome back. I'm not a magician. This is a different person. Joshy, how's it going, boy?
How are you, buddy?
Grand Milani. Yesterday, Paul Royals versus Eastern Cape. Do you still remember the match, or you're
Oh, no,
trying
no,
too
no,
much of a burger?
No, I still remember the game. I won't tell you what happened after. Hey, man.
Now, fair, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're going to discuss, obviously, the upcoming 2026 World Cup in Canada, USA, Mexico, and also just link it in with Bafana. So, yeah, guys, like we said in actually the last episode of Season 4, we made it, of course. We're big boys. We didn't perform that great in Afcon, obviously, and we just spoke about that with Bakang. But, bro, in terms of the World Cup, dog, what's the one thing you think we need to work on in terms of like actually showing a decent performance and not having like the Afcon campaign we did?
I don't know what you guys touched on regarding Afcon, right? What I'll say is that as much as Hugo Broos is a merchant of youth, merchant or schowa zawubona khona mfethu uthi. But yeah, now zwilo nendlebe uzwile unganayo hacks. Of youthfulness and bringing in the youth, young talent and all of that. What this AFCON showed basically most of the teams is that you need experience. Whatever you do, whatever you say, you need experience, you need the BMT players. Look at how, as much as I'm not a fan of them, Morocco, they brought in Abu Hakimi and stuff. They didn't play them in the first 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Because they know that once you get to those pressure matches, those pressure cookers, Mafagalo, he has the temperament, he knows how to handle the game and finish it off. Same as how Senegal was handling Umane. They know that, group game against Botswana or whatever, don't need to play them. But now, in our sense, where, yes, shout out for bringing in the youth, but you need your seasoned players, bruh. You need a person who's got the thick skin for Africa or the world. Yoguti, I know how to handle the pressure. Let me take off the pressure from the team. Let it come onto me like a Themba Zwane, where he'll be able to control the whole midfield. Bafuna Kapayana will be like, okay, come, press me, and then I'll know how to take it off. And secondly, for the game against, who knocked us out again? Cameroon. Hey, man. That game, I was spazzing out. But how we started the game, if we had the seasoned guys who have EPMT, who know how to shoot for the post, so I don't know how they left out Urenas or Grobela. Grobela, my guy.
Bradley?
My guy, can I say something? Blindfold that man and say you buy the 18 area. He'll just have one shot and be like, oh, I'm on the left or I'm on the right. I know where to shoot. He'll find the net. That's a seasoned striker. Themba Zwane is a seasoned midfielder. We're not saying play them all the time, but there are crunch matches where you need to put them in. Like Wana says. Wana says he's not
the flashiest player.
Not the flashiest. Mfage Phakathi, what did he do?
And he scored against Cameroon.
That's what you need to do. So going forward for the World Cup, if you can bring in those type of players, we'll win. If we can take it back to 2010, the reason why we didn't make it out of the group is because of they left out a big player like what? Benny McCarthy. Yes, he might have been overweight.
Shout out to Benny McCarthy.
You understand? He might have been overweight and all of that, but he knows the pressure. He knows how to handle the media, the hype, everything, and he knows the net. If he was
he
in.
killed it in the PSL and was still
Exactly.
Yeah.
He came back just to like, actually, I've played everywhere else in the world. I've won the Champions League. I've won this. I've won that. Actually haven't won a league in SA.
Haven't played in the derby.
You understand? He was like, either or. If I'm not going to Chiefs, I'm going to go to Pirates. Went to Pirates, what did he do? Treble. Good for you, brother. But yeah, so going forward, World Cup, what I'm saying is that if Bruce and his technical staff can realize and acknowledge that, hey, yes, we can have your youngsters, you can have this, but we need BMT players, you need experience. You won't play a game without experience. It's like any workplace, bro. We are doing it, we are doing it, boys, kuyashuba manje. This line, this line, this line. Okay, we need to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't put all your energy there. Tata kancane uyifake lapha. And sometimes let's say, I don't know how your manager handles pressure situations.
No, proper manager.
Proper manager. They'll be like, hey, dude, let me handle everything. He or she knows when to let you go at certain times so that you'll be the star of the show of what you need to be, but handle all the pressure. And that's what a player needs, and that's what Bruce needs. So going forward, we just need BMT, we just need experienced players, and we'll be fine. I said this, I think, in episode, I forgot, but last season, where I was like, define your spine. We need to know who's our spine. We know that it's
It was the
Williams.
last episode with Bochele. Yeah.
Exactly. You need to know it's Williams. Who's your centre back pairing? Okay, sharp. You can put Mbogazi. Mbogazi is great, but have a Mvala there or a Kekana. Moving forward, who's there? Mukwena. Nice. From Mukwena, who is it? Is it Mshishi or is it Mbule? And
is it
stay on
Nkota?
that. You understand? Nkota, he's more of a winger.
They tried to play him at 10, but
It didn't work out. You understand? Because of why? BMT, he's not just seasoned.
he's not there yet, but I think
He's going to get there.
He's going to be the guy.
He's going to be the guy. So you see where I'm getting.
Yeah.
From Mukwena, have a Mshishi or Mbule. From Mbule, who's our striker? It's either Ngwana Sesi,
Foster.
Reyners, Frosler.
Foster played, dog. In that
He
Afcon.
played.
Dog, Foster played. James.
played, he played.
I know people have conflicting opinions on that guy, dog, but dog, when it came to the big games, bro, what was the last game we played where we scored? No, even the first game we played against Angola, lost to Egypt. Who did we play in the last game for Afcon? Zim. Scored.
Yeah.
Target, man. The only thing is with
But it took time to warm up.
yes, I agree, bro.
It's a diesel engine.
I think even in the but yes, you've actually said a lot, and I want to touch on a lot of things. But just with Foster, bro, I think the Foster thing divides a lot of people just because of how he plays as well and the reputation he has playing for Burnley, Premier League, all of that. But when you look at the job he does, bro, and when you probably look at his stats, it's probably not bad at all.
In the Springboks, so Rassi calls this battle stats.
Yeah,
These battle stats are...
Tell them what
huge.
battle stats are.
So the amount of impact you have during a game, if you don't need to be seen during the game or in the camera, but the things that you do off the ball, running, the spaces that you make, disrupting, tackles,
dominant tackles.
you understand, your headers, whatever, those are battle stats.
So I just wanted to link to football. What do you think would be football battle stats?
So, okay, let's put Foster up there. The runs that he makes. The, I'll say assists, Nyana, or the touches that he makes.
I'd even say like headers he wins up top.
Exactly. And the shots that he makes. He doesn't
on
need...
target, yeah.
Sometimes they don't need to be on target. Just test what's happening.
Or
because-
which umuntu defender
yeah,
too.
to see, like, okay, this defender, if I shoot from here or if I make this run and just take a quick shot, how do they react? You understand? Those are battle stats. You're building towards something where you know, okay, you go to a midfield with a dog. When Shayi Vase Vala Lomuntu and then just lob it over Nisha same time because when he turns, he's a bit slow. You understand? Or when you play a country like, which country has short defenders? Let's say, I'm not sure if Spain has short defenders or Korea. They're not as tall.
South Korea, yeah.
You understand? They're not as tall. You put Ungwana Sesi there, you put a Chrobla, right?
Can I actually wait? Not even Korea, Mexico.
Mexico.
Let's
I'm
put
not.
Mexico.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Mexico will have, but they're not the tallest people.
They're not the tallest gents. You understand? You put those two there. You're like, okay, guys, we are very skillful on the foot. Put a relay, put a quarter. Up front, you'll be like, okay, guys, these people, they'll be like focusing to push our wingers out. Sharp fade. Have a midfielder, even if it's not a cam, a central midfielder who would be like, Letan Lepola, I'll know where to press. Wanna say or a Grobler or a Reynas or a Foster. Be like, one makes a run, one stays there. But even if he takes a run, utonsa le one,
Vulego space.
you're shy. You understand? And that's what our battle stats are, Guti. You know where to push and know where to, handle the game, Guti. This is where I can get something. You just need one opportunity. That's what happened to us against Cameroon. BMT players, how many? We got chances after chances
Bro, in
after
those
chances
first 20
after
minutes,
chances.
I was so frustrated about the amount of
What did we do? Nothing. Cameroon, stupid chance. Benzani, kill the game.
Fasha.
Done. Second time, kill the game. Done. That's all you need. And this is high stakes football where wafa. Wadlala ngethuba lakho. Man.
I'm glad I'm fit to Afcon. But
So, Afcon and World Cup. World Cup is even worse.
yeah, bro. No, I
understand?
wanted to touch on something. So in terms of Mshishi and Tembazwane, bro, Bakang was speaking about the same thing where he was saying that Mshishi was injured and he was coming back and it's almost like he became re-injured. So for me, I won't lie, I was actually on the side of an injured player shouldn't go to the tournament. I know how important Mshishi's influence was in the previous Afcon at Cote d'Ivoire because retrospectively now, I've seen what happened now.
You know.
Retrospect.
You can
whatever the
put
word
two
is.
and two together.
I can see the two Afcons now and almost check it out and be like,
Yeah.
Bafethu Mshishi was actually doing a maza that side.
Exactly.
That team wasn't necessarily
The
as
best.
talented as this one,
Yes.
but we had a big game player who was like Bafethu.
I wanna add something. The thing is with South Africa, now, if you look at our talent, we are very different from the rest of the world. Our players mature after 30.
Okay.
Nkota, Relay, TLP. There are those once in a while in a generation. What do we call? I forgot what they call them. Like very different, where they peak or they start peaking at their early 20s and they're just shining. And now the challenge is to keep them shining until. We had Abo Vilagazi, we had Abo Vum Vum, Kifli Remy, who peaked, Jabupule, Junior Kanye, even
Junior
him.
Kai, that's the name I was looking for.
They peaked very early. They got high and then Yabadaga and then Pa. But if you look at the rest of our players, because of how we are developed,
Zuma.
you understand, they left. But they peaked. They still peaked and they still played and they came back. Abonomvet, they played until their 40s. But if you look at
Never forget the being top goal scorer.
Exactly.
Like 40.
But if you look at the majority of South African players, and this is because of our development and all of that, we peak in our late 20s instead of like Aboyam Yam, Messi, Ronaldo, where they peak in their mid 20s or early 20s. When they're 23, 24, they're winning Ballon d'Ors and stuff. Only us when Abom Shishi are at 29, 28, 30.
31, 32.
We understand.
33.
Look at Mudau. He's peaking now. He's been peaking.
Best right back in Africa.
Best. Mshishi, Mokoena, our goalkeeper, Williams. He's been playing, but he's only reaching his peak now. You understand? So if coaches can understand that and see Uguti guys, being youthful aware, but at the same time, we are not at the same level as the rest of the world, unfortunately. But if you can mix 1 and 2 together, it can go far. You understand? So that's what I can say in it for the World Cup. And we can come out of the group World Cup, but we need a proper mixture.
I won't lie, bro. So one thing I was emphasizing, bro, as much as we can, like when I say the vibes, it sounds like a buzzword, but in terms of the vibes, I mean like the camaraderie in camp. When those gents step into camp and they're preparing for the World Cup to go to that opening game against Mexico, bro, things need to be aligned.
It won't be easy.
From that team manager on take whatever his name is, bro. That gent better get his shit together, bro. And we're tired of all the BS that's happening on the side. Hugo Broos needs to have his biggest players. We can't have a TLP. Also figure late in fact, Michael to Groove and to winning the Carling thingy, knockout.
Was it Culling?
It was Carling. After Carling and then coming into camp late and your biggest, you're literally one of your prize tools, as you say, the spine of the team is coming late. And that feels like it almost disrupts everything, bro.
And also Safa. Can they sort out bonuses now?
Yo, please. We can't be hearing about money chats.
They're already going to get like $2.5 million. Let them say, okay, this money is Oyala. Players are getting this amount. Sort it out now. So we don't have things that we see on papers, Yoguti. Hey, our
players are boycotting, they're not going to the game because they're not getting paid after what they agreed.
This is the fucked up thing about Africa. You don't see it elsewhere. We bonala. Hey, bonus. Hey, what. Hey, what.
I'm gonna take it back a bit, bro, but not too hard. What do you think the sanction should be after the whole debacle of Morocco and Senegal in terms of that whole situation? Because people were actually saying that the World Cup needs to be taken away from Morocco, bro.
From Morocco?
Because I think it's that Portugal, Spain, Morocco World Cup that's going to come after this one, bro. So
is it wait.
That I heard.
Yeah. No. I heard that people are saying that Senegal should be taken off this coming World Cup. That's what I heard as well.
No, definitely not. That doesn't make sense.
Wait.
So I'm saying what they're saying is they want to take away the World Cup from Morocco, so it would basically just be, I guess, Spain and Portugal.
And Uruguay, 2030?
No, is it not 2026?
Shaya Cosboy.
No, Minangabo.
2030. Or it's that 100-year celebration where those two opening games are going to play in
Uruguay and whatever.
And then come back.
Where's the 2026? 2030. Where am I in my head, dog?
Exactly. It's 2026 now. So it's the next one.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say, the next one, dog. So the 2031. So for me, genuinely, it doesn't make sense. Like what you can do, it's almost like saying
logistics, bro.
Take away the Afcon win from Senegal, have it a blank and Morocco win. Bro, those images don't die. It's literally like the same thing with Usain Bolt when he won the relay, the 4x1. It was either in London or Beijing, and one of the gents tested positive for juice or something, and all of a sudden you're like, no, I'm taking away the gold medal. Bolt now has gold medal. Bro, it doesn't make sense, dog. We saw the image. I watched that.
He won.
Dog, I watched Jamaica run in my life.
You can put it on paper.
You can put it on paper, dog, and give this guy and say, here's your medal. Go to Bolt's house, take away his medal. He's going to be like, dog, I'm not going to lose.
Can I say something?
They saw the image.
My man, they won't take that medal. He'll keep it in his cabinet. You'll be like, no, it's mine. You gave it to
They should take it away because what they're doing.
Will they?
Yeah, that's another conversation.
So, yeah, I'm fit.
Nah. I hear you, bro. Mailani, dog, I think it's only appropriate to speak about the greatest African team, one of the champions of Africa. It's fine, brother. You've never won the CAF Champions League. Dog, I'm trying not to speak as a Pirate supporter now. I'm trying my best.
Can I say, the last team
relax.
that was in the final was Kaizer Chiefs.
So, guys, what are you talking about?
When I walked in a 19 band, so Tula. You haven't seen Pirates in the final,
What do you mean? Oh, a CAF final. That's what you must say.
Yeah,
I just saw them in a final a couple of months ago, dog.
2025.
So, yeah.
So it's really
but, bro, what I'm thinking is, dog, ngati treble yazwakala for Tina. So, I don't know why you're laughing, bro. Like
treble?
Dog, treble. We've won Carling, we've won MTN8, of course, 4 times in a row or some shit like that.
Okay.
So, dog.
Don't count MTN8, it's not recognized.
Oh, wow. So you want us to win what? Netbank Cup win, all of that, dog. So we must win 4 trophies for it to count.
No. Carling counts. It's the League Cup. We're talking FIFA-wise now. Pele MTN8 ifana njenge charity shield.
Hayi, musukudakwa put.
It is.
Musukudakwa put. Unganya. What do you mean it's like charity shield? Dog, charity shield is 2 teams, bro. This is a full-on competition. No, dog. Make me spaz out now and I was not, dog.
We've
Brother.
got 10 minutes.
Brother, I don't care. Dog, literally.
It's not competed by the whole team, every team in
MTN
the...
8 is a reflection of the best teams which performed the best in the league last season.
Charity.
It's not charity. Because you guys clearly didn't win, and had you won that 8 million, you would have been saying, Sbuila, Buila Makosi,
Nah.
playing Kabza the small all over. We can't even hear ourselves think.
Bro, I'm being very practical with you. I understand. Sure, you won the trophy. You got 8 million. I think it's 10 now or something like that. Shout out. Don't despise that. But on paper, let's say we go to FIFA, né? And they're like, this season, what trophies have you won? They'll count to MTN 8.
Yes, they will.
But it's a pre-season tournament.
No, you are whining right now.
MTN 8 starts prior to the league starting.
You're making me sick right now.
You can go. We can
I
check.
never said it's not starting before the season, but you're making me sick right now, bro.
I'm just telling you facts. So right now, if you want to say you want to win the treble, you've already won the League Cup. Shout out.
Yes.
Good. Manje usele either... Okay, you're not in CAF.
Just had to throw
You left with the league, of which is going to be very tough,
No, it's not.
and in NetBank.
NetBank will be tougher than the league.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And I say NetBank because NetBank is also a big ass tournament, 32 teams, and you've got.
That's the...
We watched the final.
Federation
We
Cup.
watched the final here when you were
funny enough.
when you were busy making noise over here. I'm shocked I didn't get a noise complaint. But
Now everyone was watching it. You heard the noise everywhere.
yeah, but
That's when you know the Chiefs.
I genuinely-
the country like this, Chief. Piga. Piga.
so bro, I just
Piga.
want to go on, bro.
Only team to sell out FNP on a fucking Tuesday night. 95,000 sold out.
You know, you start nitpicking the small stuff in when the trophy cabinet is looking a little bit bare. And just because you
Can I say
won, wait, let me land. Just because you won a trophy in 2025, after 10 long years, none been emotional for a reason.
Of course.
Exactly. Ngazositshela ukuthi hey ngijwayele ukuwina. Bra, how long has it been? So you guys must just relax, bro. Don't be telling us about charity.
Ngizokushaya ngezi-2. Let's see if we'll come back. Yokuqala. Ne? Yokuqala. You guys have been winning this whole 10 years. Sinikezile space. So, okay, catch up, boys. Still haven't caught up.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. You've said this before.
Have you caught up? Nothing. In the amount of trophies you guys have won. Haven't caught up. Number
What's the
two.
score now, actually?
Ish,
Let me check GPT Kubera.
yeah. Number two, which is very important. You guys still haven't won the league in 2013, 2014.
Yeah, no crawl.
Exactly. If we are comparing Chiefs the Pirates right now, we have won the league closer to you guys. MTN 8, DJ.
We celebrate- We celebrate trophies. Yes, it's Chiefs. Holy shit, this is bad.
You see? In 10 years, as long as Tata Nix, Sati Tatani, you still haven't caught.
Okay,
up.
but bro, let's not live in the past. Let's be objective.
Okay, no, very objective.
Let's be very, very objective.
You guys, what I'll say is that this season, if Pirates doesn't win the league, you guys are fucked.
No, 100%.
You guys are fucked for because okay, I watched the Chiefs game.
It's not the greatest Sundowns team.
Exactly. I watched Chiefs.
What's the team? Was it Marumo Gallants or TS that you were saying is going to be a tough? Was
Skukune.
Skukune.
I was watching Chiefs on Tuesday. I'm gonna be very objective. No, I wasn't. Our defense is very tight.
Okay.
Right now, we are the team that has scored that has conceded the least goals. We have the most chances created, be it shots on target, the team number one. Our problem is, like what we have in Bafana, is conversion rate. Once that gets sorted and we get a proper striker or strikers and a proper attacking midfielder, Trust me, our football is not beautiful.
Isn't that what Mfundo is meant to be?
Yes and no. He's still getting there. The thing is, people know Chiefs of Yaktale Uguti, this is what we get, this is what we get. But Chiefs has always won these trophies and whatever, ugly. We've never won them like how Pirates plays beautiful football. Pirates has always played beautiful football. Of the days of Kostadin Papic, that coach, that team, Yabo Vilagazi,
Jomo.
Even before Jomo, Vilagazi, Chabupule, Kifli Remi, Tugu Makanya, Cheese Boy Mukwena, Musasa.
Even when Tico came through.
About Tico, they played beautiful football. The problem was not converting. Now, you guys are converting your chances, and that's why you're winning. That's why I'm saying if Pirates doesn't take the league this season, you guys are in full of cuck. Because now, Kevin Hunt has been recruited as Stellenbosch. Sharp, this season you might not, but when he comes back, you'll remember the super sport of old or the
How
vets
many
of
did
old.
Super Sport? 3 or 4 in a row?
3 in a row. You understand? Or like a vets. Trust me. And they're getting Rupert money there. And Kevin Hunt is at a team where he has the authority and the agency to say, I want this type of player. I want 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll get that player. And they also have a cooking machine in their academy where they're just cooking, bro.
But you know what's the crazy thing? I just want to touch on Stellenbosch, bro. Because, so 2 things. It seems like Stellenbosch has become the new Cape Town City. Because you remember when Cape Town City came through, dog, they flipping disrupted the entire league. And it was like, when the hell did Cape Townians learn to play football?
No. They've been. There was Santos and Ajax. Benny, Pinar, Serrero, all of those bros come from there.
Tiskipi Ajax Cape Town, going to Ajax Cape Town, thing Ajax Amsterdam.
No, it was Cape Town City.
Santos,
And
I'll give you.
Yeah.
So I'll give you Santos in terms of Santos was Cape Town, literally.
Yeah.
I'm saying Ajax Cape Town came via the Ajax Amsterdam because it's that brand.
No, it came via Cape Town Spurs.
But branding.
And then they just bought it, they just gave it the name.
Okay,
But
fair.
yeah.
So for me, what I'm trying to say is I've never recognized Cape Town per se as a footballing city. I hear you in terms of heritage. But when we start thinking first, bro, we start thinking Mpumalanga Black Aces, dog, Manning Rovers, dog, the big 3 in terms of flipping, Sundowns, Pirates, Chiefs. Those are literally the cultural hubs for football in South
Of course,
Africa.
chose.
Exactly. Those are the big ones, bro. So now when you look at, obviously now you're expanding your knowledge in terms of an Ajax, which was Cape Town, like you were saying, bro. For me, it came as a shock to the system, especially just how they marketed it and how they were playing attractive football as well, and the financial backing, dog.
No, the thing is, when Ajax pulled out of the deal with Cape Town Spurs to make it Ajax Cape Town, the owner of Ajax Cape Town was like, I'm not staying with Cape Town City. I'm going to open up not Cape Town City, Cape Town Spurs. I'm opening up my own team, which was Cape Town City. Was Bono Dada and all. Fetu, you understand? And the financial backing, whatever. They're still making huge signings right now, even though they're in the NFD, but they're coming up. Rap Mfana, so Kuluma, Nesinis Kati, but rap.
No, thing violent, but yeah, but it's like obviously we actually started on the World Cup for how Bafana's going to perform, but I think if we get, like you were saying, like there's certain structures, there's certain hard conversation, there's certain Rassi type conversations, and I know we refer to rugby because guys, we are rugby players at the end of the day, so that's a lot of our reference point. But if Broos can have the sensitivity in terms of understanding how South Africa is. His message, I actually hear Hugo Broos' message, my friend. I'm not going to even lie. It's not a popular opinion, but I agree with what Broos is saying once you listen to what he's saying. Not how he's saying it. But it's also important in this country as a white man in terms of what he's saying to a young black player. But I hear his message. That is the starting point. Exactly.
Yeah.
Then secondly, also making sure, like he says, the spine set is solidified, but at the same time, that Ngeke start a 24-year-old year World Cup.
Not even 24-year-old.
Even
There were
younger.
these 2 players, Jean-Ray Campbell,
Tylen Smith. under 20s. Young.
Sebenzani?
Babuke i-Afcon yonke benchini. I think uThailand mhlawumbe ungene kancane.
Bekuba ama-10 lapha emuva abashaya ibhesi. They don't do shit.
But yeah, Buffett, we need a couple of those vets, bruh. So even Mshishi, bruh, if Mshishi's healthy, he needs to be in that squad.
Not
Bradley
even
Khorobla, not sold yet, but I'll allow it, bruh. But Buffett, I think for the World Cup, that's definitely the starting point that needs to be. South Africa has always played attractive football. We're not nervous about that. But in terms of performing now, I think we need to make sure that is a vibe. Dango. All right, Halagasha Buffet too. Yeah, Owens, we also just wanna discuss the El Sekiko that's been going on lately. It seems like we've been having El Sekiko 2.0. Enzo Maresca gone, Amorim gone. It's looking like it's just vibes. Oh, Xabi Alonso gone. It's looking like it's just vibes, dog.
Slot coming soon.
You just stumped me there, dog. Okay. Da, 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 da. Dog, you think Slot's gonna go for real?
No, he won't. They'll keep him. They'll keep
I
him.
think he's got too much cachet, but even though Xabi is Alonso.
He told them straight. He's like, hey, you want to sack a person who's won the league once, and then after a second year, you want to sack him. But if you look at the past 30 years, you haven't won much. So please relax.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro. If he got
Told them
sacked,
straight.
that would be wild, bro. I don't think that would be appropriate at all. I think he's got too much cachet in the bank, bro, and I just think
He won the league, bro.
Liverpool are just having their struggles this season, bro. Their big transfers aren't paying off. Looking at Isak, Wirtz is now starting to cook, bro, and he looks like
Slowly but surely.
he'll actually be a player. Hugo Ekitike is a player. Can't even hate.
Yeah.
And all of that. But I want to get on to the manager sackings, bruh. Looking at our club, beloved, Manchester United.
United.
Ruben Amorim vibe, obviously, bro. For me, like a lot of people weren't a fan of Ruben Amorim, bro. And he polarized opinions. But for me, dog, he's not the problem at that club. Not at all, bro. Ralph Rangnick at our worst told us, and he said, these are the problems with this club right here, dog.
Sanele, it was the third time I'm going to say this in this podcast. I don't know how many times. It's the top. It's the top. And I don't know where I saw it. I think it was a TikTok or Instagram reel, whatever. This brewer was like, Man United have historically have always been a team that has kind of suffered with the managers being the top managers, the execs, where it's been this, it's been that, abakwazi ukuhlangana, they trying to milk the team, whatever. But because Sir Alex came in, got that golden generation and was able to build from there and hide the mess that was happening at the top, we were able to shoot up so high where the world kind of forgot on how, even the top execs forgot that they still need to manage this team as a top world-class team. They forgot because of the success we were getting from early 90s until 2010s, early 2010s. Then when Fergie left, because he was that authoritative and said, one is one, I'm telling you 1 and 50 cent. From the first signing they got, David Moyes, they're getting a puppet that can say yes to what they want. Waham. Louis van Gaal came. Louis van Gaal tried. I think 1, 2, 3, gone. Jose came, did changes. He won a Europa with 50% injured squad.
Carling Cup as well.
Won, but still said, guys, I can't. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4.
Give me money.
Give me money. Give me this. Improve that. Like what Amorim has just said, that I'm a manager, I'm not a coach. Give me this. I'll provide you 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dololo. Wafigalo. Ole. Like you see how Ole started? It's basically how Carrick is starting right now. Gumnandi, you are riding the
And
wave.
it's scary.
Hey, my man, i-drug, imnandi, we are there.
Hey, madoda ngathi shine up.
You understand? I've never taken drugs, but people who have taken drugs are like, the reason why people keep doing drugs or a drug addict keeps doing a drug is because they want to feel how it felt when they first took it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Ole, and that's what's going to happen with
Carrick.
But we forget that this is a long-term thing.
And there's underlying issues.
Not underlying, overlying. It's a lot. And because Man United is one of the most supported teams in the world, they'll brush it off. They'll keep on saying this. Rednick came here like, guys, awa, laguning.
I still remember his quote, these are not minor cosmetic issues. These are problems of the heart.
Exactly. You understand? You can't put a band-aid because you have
A heart attack.
Awa.
Can't.
You can't. Never push aspirin until. There's a time where we're like, hey dog, we need a heart transplant, and very soon. So, yeah, I don't know what else you can say about our team.
No, I hear you. With Man United, the issues are very, very deep, bro. And for me, the only thing I'll push back with is, bro, with the Glazers, like you're saying, Sir Alex was able to overcome that. So is that a thing of he was a once-in-a-type generation manager, similar level to Bob Pep? Or is a thing of the Glazers
can never compare Sir Alex no Pep. Our withdraw. Withdraw.
I can't withdraw because I said Pep is one of the greatest managers of this generation.
But you can't compare to Sir Alex. So,
okay, let me be objective, and I can't.
Sir Alex took Man United from fighting relegation to winning 20 Premier Leagues.
I can't believe I'm about to argue for Barcelona and Man City. Someone flipping give me, I don't know, something.
Okay, whoa. Give Man United management or exco efana njenge Man City. Uzawubona umhlobo.
Yes.
We will be like a Real Madrid engasukumi phansi.
Yes, I agree.
Kodwa withdraw le Pep. What?
Ngani withdraw. Into engizoyisho, boy.
Sir Alex.
Boy, buka mfethu. Yithi ngikhuluma ngathi ngikudedelile
A
na.
fucking Anderson was hey. Park Ji-sung.
Jisung, respect Park Jisung.
No. Those were average players.
That was a player with heart, bro. And sometimes you just need players with
Heart.
heart.
What? He was playing Gold Cup. He did nothing. He was like a Man United player, Park Ji-sung.
Bro.
That's all. But put him in a what?
Bro, let me
Sugi.
Let me say
Your
this,
pela le 30 minutes.
Let me say this about Pep. Dog, Pep probably created one of the most dominant
Tactical magician, yebo.
Yes, one of the most dominant Barcelona teams when they beat us in that final in terms of 2009.
Yeah.
Moved on to Bayern. Never won Champions League, but dominated the league on a whole nother level.
Farmers League.
Thiago Alcantara looked like the best CDM, CM, whatever you want to call it, even though he couldn't run faster than a flippin' leaf, bro. Goes to City, dog. City that first season, I think they finished 4th or something along those lines, but it wasn't his team, bro. And then they go to that 100-point season, and also with Liverpool head-to-head. Klopp could have had 2 or more, 3 league titles. I genuinely can't believe I'm fighting for Pep right now. But just in terms of the manager he's been in history, dog, he's got to be there with Sir Alex, with Ancelotti. I never watched Cruyff's teams, but Cruyff, genuinely, I think if they call it the Mount Everest, I think it's those.
Not Mount Everest, Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Everest
Now
is the
you're
one
there.
country. Yeah.
You said Mount.
Yeah. But I honestly think it's those bras.
Okay, ngiyakuzwa. Okay. You see how you fought for yourself, okay. Kodwa, I'm mouse spazzing. Because whoa. Nah.
No. It's a fair check.
Not to
Yeah, Fergie time is a different.
We saw that in real time.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's the reason. It's the reason I support Man United right now. And you know what? It is what it is. I haven't seen a league title in over a decade. But yeah, it's that, bro. It's genuinely that. And I don't want to say.
And Pirates.
Oaks behind the camera have got a lot to say today. I'll say a lot. But yeah, I want to trigger that other Real Madrid fan over here. So they sacked Xabi Alonso. Bro, this player power thing I think is getting a little bit out of control in terms of, and I think we've been fighting for player power. Like, players are not objects, they're not inanimate, they're emotions, they're human beings. But in terms of how Xabi Alonso left, bro, it leaves a very, very sour taste in my mouth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He was never the problem. He benched Vini Jr. Mbappe obviously came through to be the star boy of Madrid right now, took his place ever since Vini Jr. never won that Ballon d'Or, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the narrative in terms of it's been going down, but just Vini Jr.'s play, dog, hasn't been up to par, if we can call him as the so-called Brazilian replacement for Neymar.
True.
So, for me, like, that sacking didn't seem fair. Madrid performed like dismally. Yeah, y'all got waxed in El Clasico. Nasty business. Nasty.
It was my first time in a very long time seeing Real Madrid getting clapped like that. Tactically, mentally, like, they're not in that game, bro. Like, my lighty supports Barca. Like, that's one of the other reasons I watch Spanish football, because of my lighty. He watches there. I'm not.
Does he also think Spanish football is the best football in the world?
Because he's played football and he's reached. He's reached DDC level.
Okay, no, I mean like in thought of how he views football, not as a
Yeah,
player. But
because of how they play, you understand? Sharp, but
losing to Albacete, that was the name. Albacete, bro. No one had ever heard of that club, dog. Screw, what must happen, dog?
we are calm. The same way how Man City lost to Nicodeban. What's the team?
Bodo Glimt. Wi-Fi password names.
Mate. So, yeah, it's one of those. But going back to what we're saying and comparing a Fergie. Fergie is a manager. He tells you now, Uti, I'm here, I'm sticking here. If you want, shape up or shape out.
Yeah.
Uti, this is me. You can play for Manchester United. You'll never be Manchester United. Like how when Beckham was becoming
too much with Posh Spice with Victoria.
He was like, Vit, obviously we didn't say that like that. He was like, I'm Vit. Vai.
Hacks, bro.
Hacks. I love you, you're my son.
But that one is tricky, Brian. I think that could like we could delve into that.
That kind of dented him a bit. But
both of them actually.
Both of them. They fixed it, I'm glad. But because Ronaldo came and he was like, I know how to fix players. Beckham was Sir Alex's first born, if you can say that. Look at how parents treat firstborns and they treat the other children.
You learn from the mistakes, basically.
Exactly. When Ronaldo came, he was like, okay, I won't be too hard, but at the same time, I won't be too soft. I'll treat him as my son, but he won't be my friend. I won't show him all the toys he can have. I'll tell him he can have 1, 2, 3, and 4, but knowing that I have more toys that I can give him. We won't show him the whole catalog, but I'll show him, just dangle a carrot in front of his face. With Beckham, it was kind of like his first global superstar that he had.
It was.
Because he had a Cantona, but he was a hothead, didn't listen to anyone.
Cantona was also already like, no.
He was there already, you understand?
Beckham came under Fergie.
From development and
academy, yeah.
Until, you understand? But he saw Ronaldo, he was like, okay, this kid is going far. Let me start now. And that's why their relationship will never end. Because of how he saw Uguti. I treated Beckham this way, this way, this way. I allowed him to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll allow Ronaldo to do this, this, and this, but I won't allow him to go beyond me. Hence the what do you call that? Boot scandal when Sir Alex.
When he got in the change room.
Yeah, when he clubbed.
Was it Scholes or?
No, it was Beckham. He clubbed Beckham. Yeah, I think it was after the Real Madrid game in the Champions League.
Yeah, but the Fergie hair dryer treatment is legendary. Evra always talks about it, bro.
Yeah, so it's that manager, coach, player management. That's how it is. We move on. Amorim, what happened?
Hey, bro, you know what Amorim for me, bro, like he isolated too many players where it was a thing of at first he called out Sancho.
Yeah.
We said, no, good shot. He called out Rashford. We said, hey. But then we said, yeah, Rashford's also got a lot of things going on, but now he's thriving at Barca. He called out Garnacho. We said, hi, bro, now you're calling out our academy boys who are thriving. Then he went on to Kobe Mainoo, and then we just said, okay, yeah, now, bro, like, this is Kobe now, dog. This boy literally was dominant in that FA Cup final. Was it against City or Newcastle? Whoever it was, I actually can't remember. But that FA Cup final win. And it was like,
City,
okay.
when we won the FA Cup?
Yeah.
But City.
And it was a thing of, okay, bro, you can't be calling out all these big players, bro. Sancho, one of the most expensive signings. Rashford, literally star boy when he was number 39. Garnacho, 49, blonde hair, Exe, we know his stories. He didn't go for the World Cup with Argentina for other reasons, but he performed. Kobe Mainoo. Kobe's never bothered anyone from what we've gathered, dog. I'm not in Manchester, but dog, you don't hear stories about Kobe. So it's just like, dog, that was my thing with Amorim. But my thing is, bro, like, I don't know what it is because I hear people saying it's up top, bro. But it's just like, how is it possible, bro, that coach in, coach out, we're seeing the results, but then we look at a Rasmus Højlund thriving where he is right now, gone. Scotty McTominay gained like 100 aura points, dog. He's looking like the sex of Naples, dog. Over here, Maradona would be proud. Cartiers.
I look at Napoli, I look at... Oh, I'm just like, yo, guys.
Those are our players.
How did we let go of such? Or how did we not allow him to reach this type of level?
Dog. Varane came through, Ferdinand ground at him, and he said, win, win, win. He came here and he said, jeepers, there's chaos going on here, bro. Can't even win. Casemiro came through. We won all he's leaving, yes, his last season. But big players have come. Players have left at Schweinsteiger and gone to other clubs and thrived. And it's my thing of, what's actually going on, guys? Because the owners have changed. The coaches have changed. The players have changed.
Owners haven't. We still have the Glazers.
We still have the Glazers, but they're not majority owners now.
They still are.
What did he buy? 25? Who Redcliffe?
Yeah.
But he's running football operations.
Easy.
You see, now we're going into conspiracies now.
Easy.
Dog, for me, I don't know what the answer is for because we've looked at players, we've looked at coaches, we've looked at ownership.
You know this saying, "Mooi van ver." Do you know that saying?
Yeah.
Mooi van ver. That's Man United currently, or in the past 10 years. Mooi van ver. A lot of supporters, a lot of merch, a lot of... Man, now PR is amazing. Free PR, they don't need to spend on marketing, those people.
And we are BS when it comes to the marketing.
You understand?
Look at other clubs. We suck.
Yeah, you will see. That's why Ronaldo was like, Aibo.
Carrington hasn't changed since I left.
When did he leave? 2009, you're in primary school. Same with me. Nothing has changed. What more can you say if the resources that need to build a well-oiled machine are still pulling on diesel, etelwe 1995?
I say diesel, sekuyi super, sayikhumbula super LRP.
Yes. Let take a mnyama.
Yeah.
So yeah, mate.
But I'm watching the last thing, dog, quick fast. I wanted to chat on VAR because I think now we've given it a bit of time in terms of establishing itself. We've seen TMO in rugby. We've seen Sneeko and third umpire in cricket, bro. In terms of VAR, bro, do you think, yes or no, it's made football better? And then secondly, if not, what's the one thing you change about it, bro?
I'm going to be quick. Go to the previous Afcon in Cote d'Ivoire. People were hailing how VAR was being handled. They're like, oh my God. If VAR can be like this for each and every league, VAR will go far and everyone will be an advocate for VAR. 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, what was happening at this Afcon? VAR rebizwa if it wants to. Referees are not being straight. Premier League, everywhere else in Europe, VAR is not being managed as how VAR is supposed to be. You can see that there's a hand behind it. If VAR can be almost as much as I don't want to say rugby because that's even more atrocious.
Yeah, that's horrible now.
What do you call this? Cricket. Be as automated and as quickly as it can be as cricket, then we will be able to say we have proper VAR. Because if you can just put those two automated what's and put that line there,
continue, especially offside.
I mean, 1 minute. Melelo asuke ayele call. If it's offside. Like how we play on FIFA. Isn't that automated? When it's offside, okay, then let you play and score, and then offside. You understand? If it's a foul, it's a foul. It's a red card. Hey, you tell it. We have ChatGPT. You initiate if this.
Maybe not ChatGPT, but
if you see studs going onto another player's foot or whatever, flag it, and then that's where the human comes in with, was that deliberate or not? And then
dangerous player.
Simple.
I don't know. I prefer to say cool me them use ChatGPT for VAR.
No, AI. I wanted to say AI, not ChatGPT.
Yeah. But Owens, it's been season 5, episode 1. Yes, it's going to be a big season. 2026. It's a World Cup year. We just finished Afcon. Buffett, when I say operations on operations,
World Cup, football, greatest rivalry,
New Zealand versus
Springboks. Nations Cup, this new league format we're going to have via rugby.
Hot. T20 World Cup coming up. Proteas, I trust them this time.
Can you?
Nah, Owens, it's a big year.
Betway Premiership, 1, 2, 3, Chiefs.
Sundowns is not winning.
Pirates, Chiefs. Games in hand are not points in the bag.
But we know how to win games, so don't you worry about that.
Show us.
We will, don't worry. Actions speak louder than words, and we'll show you our actions. But you have a fair to Balls and Banter. It's been season 5, episode 1. Like, follow, subscribe. Josh, Mailani, let's operate Owens. And it's going to be a big one, Owens.
Thank you very much.
Yanga!
Away.